guys, how y'all doing? I hope everything is well. Everything is good with me. Yeah, I'm about to show y'all this story, right? Her name is Vivian. It's a young lady. She was driving, and I guess they stopped her because the police officer said something about her light or whatever the case may be. So he had walked on her car. So he opened her car. He opened her car door. Okay, so he opens her car door. He said he was asking her for her ID, and she wouldn't give it. So he yanked her out the car very, very viciously and threw her to the ground and was sitting basically on top of her, trying to handcuff her. She wasn't resisting arrest. She wasn't. You could see it because the body cam that he kept cutting on and off. You could see that she was not, resisting arrest or whatever. So he's aggravated, and he's trying to scorn her like he's her dad. I know he's a police officer, but see, when police officers get to be a police officer, they think they're your daddy. Okay, like they talk to you like their guard. You know what I mean? Like, you heard what I said, you do it the first time. All that extra stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, no. So the point I'm saying is, okay, he grabbed Vivian out of the car. Like I said, he sat on her and he was handcuffing her. You can see her ID on the ground that he said she refused to give to him. So he lying as usual. He's lying. I'm not saying all cops, y'all, and I'm gonna say something else, and I don't want y'all to take this to heart. Let me just say this here. They went to court, and the court sided with the police. As usual, you know that. But they got a lawyer or whatever the case had been. And everything was thrown out. And the officer literally got fired. So my thing is this. I'm going to say this. And I do not want y'all to take this to heart. I'm going to say what I feel. She was Caucasian. She was Caucasian. And he got fired. He got fired. You understand? I've seen where we seen with our own eyeballs when cops, do shoot black and brown. Do the most, the worst. I mean, he's gone out of here. And they don't even get fired. You know what I'm saying? Like, they get like a slap on the hand, or they get suspended with pay. It's like, I don't get it. I don't get this. This guy got fired. Fired. So I don't understand, because she's Caucasian and this cop got fired. Because if it was a black or brown, even if he would have shot her, they would have still got off. Like, when have you not seen the police get off? I mean, this is I'm glad, she's okay. And that I don't care about that cop, because he was wrong for what he did to her. You know what I'm saying? He was doing the damn most. But it is other cases when it comes to black and brown that is so bad, and they never get fired. No, they don't get fired. They get desk duty. They get they relieve them with pay. But this guy got fired. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just so weird, because I mean, I don't get it. And this what makes me think that it's a racist thing. Because I'm serious, for this cop to get fired. I'm serious, for this cop to get fired. You know what I'm saying? Like, we've seen plenty other situations, like Floyd. He's standing on his damn head. You know what I'm saying? Even though he did get convicted or whatever. But it's other situations where, they just walk. Shooting people through the car window in the whole nine, because you thought he had a gun or she had a gun. Shooting old women and all this stuff there, and they get off. it's just really strange that this cop got fired. You know what I'm saying? He got fired. Like, I'm glad he did get fired because what he did was wrong. But damn, I done seen many of situations that police was in and they were wrong. And this did not happen. I don't know. Like I said, it's just really strange to me that he got fired. I don't know because she was Caucasian. That's why he got fired. I don't know. It ain't got nothing to do with the damn lawyer because guess what? Black and brown have lawyers too. And their eyes don't see what our eyes see. But I'm going to put the video up anyway. I don't want y'all to take this, in any type of way like I'm being racist or whatever. No, I'm not. I'm not doing that. What I'm saying is, it's just really weird that this cop got fired, for what he did. And it is so many police out here that's hurting black and brown and nothing happened. And we see with our own eyes what happened with the body cam. We see it. You know what I mean? Like, it's just crazy. But I'm going to show y'all the video because, like I said, I'm glad Vivian is okay. She's looking forward to college in the whole nine. Good for her. I'm glad the officer is off the street. You know what I'm saying? Because he was doing the most. But I've seen worse. We've seen worse. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm going to let y'all see the video because this is crazy, y'all. It just got my head like, oh, if that would have been me. And he was lying anyway because the ID was on the ground. So he said there saying, if you would have just did what you did, like screaming at her and Kavanaugh, like, dude, who you talking to? Like, see, that's the problem. Police need to know how to talk to people. Like, for real. They really do. They need to know how to talk to people. I know they have authority. You understand? I know they have authority. But some of their tactics is way out of line. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's really way out of line. They talk to you crazy. Especially for small situations like stopping her because her taillight or whatever was out of, then it turned from a taillight to throwing it on the ground, and she didn't ever resist arrest. She never did. She was just a nice little girl doing her little thing. She's young. But I'm glad that happened to, the police. I'm glad he lost his job, like, for real. But it's just kind of strange that, he got fired. And I've seen thousands of situations where they came in your home and shot you. And they get off. And I don't think any police officer should be able to open your door, your car door and snatch you out. That's ridiculous. That is just ridiculous. You open the door and just snatch people out. I don't think that they need to, they need to put some money. Everybody's getting money out here. Biden's giving everybody billions of dollars. You need to learn. You need to teach these police a little more ethic about themselves. You know what I'm saying? How to conduct themselves when they come upon people that they have to arrest. You know what I mean? Like, they need to put a little more money in that. Because this ain't it. This ain't it. And then they said police is, leaving the force and, because they want to do what they want to do. That's why they're leaving the force, because they want to do what they want to do. I know it's a lot of people out here doing the most too. You understand what I'm saying? But I think we could all get along if the police know how, can be trained, to conduct themselves a little better, to have a little compassion, and plus, how to talk people, talk people down and, de-escalate wherever, if it goes too far. They don't have that in them. You know what I mean? They don't have that. All they have in them is like, I told you to, you ain't pal. You know what I'm saying? Like, or tase you 19 times, or, you know, just real ridiculous stuff that didn't have to happen just because you're a police officer. And I'm not saying this because I got plenty of police officers in my family. But what I'm saying is things can go a little better if they get a little more training. It's like they don't have any training at all. But anyway, I'm going to show y'all the video because it got me irritated, y'all. Alright, y'all. Peace.
With ITM8 now, and the public outcry over the arrest of a high school senior back in January.
ITM8's Cody Fisher uncovered the officer was fired only after public outcry reached a fever pitch.
This is the gas station parking lot here in South Whitley that a high school senior was ripped out of her car and arrested just moments after being pulled over for speeding. At 3:44 p.m. on January 24th, Vivian Augustus was pulled over by South Whitley police officer Brian Schimmel. She pulled into the gas station in the small town where a little more than 1,800 people call home. This video from the gas station was obtained by Vivian's family through the courts. They released it to the public just over a week ago. Just 16 seconds after starting to talk with Officer Schimmel, Schimmel opens the driver's side door. After a little more than a minute of talking with the door open, Schimmel rips Augustus out of the car and throws her to the ground to arrest her.
I'm not going to ask you any questions right now. What I am going to tell you is you were pulled over for your speed and your headlight, okay? Your speed was 37 and 30, not that big of a deal, and your headlight was out on your driver's side. Just pulling you over to let you know. If you would have just given me your license and your registration like I asked you to do, you would have gone away for warning tonight, okay? But however, since you decided to pull this right here, where you don't want to comply, you don't want to give me your ID, and you think you're going to run the scene, you're now going to jail. Do you understand? You were not. How many times did I ask you? You were not. I've got a body cam on. It'll show you not pulling your ID out. When I ask you to step out of the vehicle, you step out of the vehicle. You don't get to sit there and tell me how I'm going to do my job. Do you understand?
Augustus's family also obtained and released Officer Schimmel's body camera. The camera wasn't running during the first part of the traffic stop and is only turned on after Augustus is on the ground. Her ID can be seen within arm's reach of her on the ground while she's being arrested. Augustus was charged with refusal to identify herself, resisting arrest, and speeding. The resisting arrest charge was later dropped, but a trial was set for October for her to fight the charge of failing to identify herself. Her dad, Brent, was shocked when he found out she had been arrested.
She's a captain in her show choir. She's a part of the Columbia City High School EMT training program. She volunteers at church and youth leadership programs. And she is wanting to study political science and pre-law.
To hear that your daughter was arrested doesn't really fit her character.
It doesn't fit the character, no.
They hired a lawyer and were patient for months, thinking the prosecutor was going to drop the charges.
We had trusted the system to work, and the prosecutor, as well as our town council, just failed at every step.
That's why they released this video to the public. The backlash was swift and quick. The town council initially released a statement saying the interaction between Officer Schimmel and Augustus was flawed but not worthy of dismissal. 7 days after they released this video, the Whitley County prosecutor dropped the charges. He told me the main reason for doing so was because Officer Schimmel would not have been credible on the stand. The same day the charges were dropped, Officer Schimmel was fired from the department. Workers in the town office told me they had been getting threatening phone calls and messages since this video was released. A statement from the town said, due to public safety, Officer Brian R.P. Schimmel is no longer with the South Whitley Police Department. In the wake of the victory, the Augustus family wants to see improvements in policing in their town.
I would like to see better policies in place for background checks on police officers coming into our community and other communities. I would like to see better training requirements for the police officers coming out of the academy down in Indy. I would like to see continuing education in place, that they have to clock a certain number of hours.
With these charges officially behind her, Vivian Augustus is turning her focus now on deciding which college to attend in the fall. Reporting in South Whitley, Cody.
Okay, guys, if y'all stay to the end, I hope y'all enjoy it. And I want to put out more content for y'all because y'all been rocking with me. I appreciate it so much, y'all. And some of my subscribers, they was asking me for my Cash App, but I'm gonna put the Cash App up here, and y'all can donate you know, so I can keep making good content. So I need to start making better content. So thank you so much that you watched the whole video and enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed it. All right, y'all. Peace. I'm out. Hit that like button and subscribe.